Here we go. What's going on, guys? I'm here today at the outdoor range because this video can only be filmed at an outdoor range. I finally completed the project I've been wanting to finish for years. Finally pulled the trigger on it. Here it is, my Yugo M70B underfolder. Alright guys, so a long time ago, I made a video on my Yugo M70B. And the purpose behind that video was to use the gas cutoff and to use a practice dummy rifle grenade. So, did that. I'll link it above if you want to check it out. It was fun. I mean, trying to hit a rubber dummy at like 50 yards, trying to see how accurate I could be with the thing. And the problem I found was the gas cutoff wasn't actually working. For whatever reason, it was still cycling the action. It wasn't letting all of the gas go forward to really push that grenade out as far as it could go with the practice rounds or blanks, 7.62x39 blanks. It was a project that I put off for a long time, really didn't know the right way to go, who to send it to, and the whole thing, but finally got it in, got the traditional underfolder setup. I feel like I really just wanted to have this thing in an underfolder from information that I got on Yugos and the ones with the gas cutoffs. A lot of them had the underfolders on because if they were using the grenade, sometimes they would just plant this thing in the ground and, you know, fire off the grenade that way. Anyway, even if that's not 100% true, I really just wanted an underfolder, and I'm not a big AK guy. You guys know that. I don't have a million AKs. This is the only AK that I own. This was the first rifle I ever bought, so it does hold a special place in my heart. So let's take a couple quick shots and just make sure that it works. This is first shots out with it since I got it back. I have no reason to think it doesn't work, but let's just take a few shots with some regular 7.62x39, see how it runs. Did I forget to mention I got a bayonet for it as well? While I was doing this, I figured let's do it. Let's put a bayonet on the thing. So let's just run 3 rounds real quick. This is just checking, making sure that the thing fires. All right, guys, real quick, let's talk about the particulars of this build, who did it, the conversion, the work, all that stuff. So you guys may be familiar, if you're in the AK world, of a company called Lee Armory. I sent this to them. They did the work, and guys, the fit and finish of this thing is beautiful. It's great. But also, at the time of filming this video, they're in the process of switching gears, rebranding, and they're going to be under a new name. So at the time of filming this, I do not know what the name of the company is. However, when this video goes live, I will. So you will see here, this is the new name of the company. Any information leading directly towards them, Instagrams, all of that stuff will be in the description. So I would recommend, if you're into AKs, checking them out and giving them a follow. So what this is, like I was saying, the base gun is a Yugo M70B. The receiver is made by Childers, so it's a Childers receiver, an underfolder receiver, as you can see, obviously. But what's cool about it is it does have the markings of a full auto. So you'll see that there's 3 selections. There's the safe, and then you'll see there's would be the full auto selection, and then the semi-auto section down bottom. So I like that's pretty cool. It has the little, you know, the detents there. It's not like I'm just putting it in the middle. And it also has here on the receiver the markings. Moving forward from there, from that video that you can go see, my original video of this gun shooting the practice dummy grenade, is that my gas cutoff was not functional. I found out later that, you know, trying to operate it, it would go up and down, but it wasn't actually turning the valve itself to cut the gas off. So the guys down there at Lee, when they took this thing apart and I supplied them with a new gas cutoff valve, they said the old one, and I have it back, you could tell it's just so corroded and just inoperable. They said they had to really get in there to get it out because it was just seized up and just stuck inside of there. So they got it out and they replaced it with the new one. And of course everything is, you know, finished and painted, and everything is looking really nice in this sort of flat black color. I'm not sure the actual name of the color. It's just like a blackish gray, black color. It looks really nice. It looks really good in hand. I'm not sure how well it's come across on camera, but it looks really great. And then of course, you know, the folder itself is a folder, and it functions, you know, as a folder would. So found one of these, you know, the surplus bayonets at a, you know, local gun show. Wanted to complete the look, and there it is, bayonet and all, Yugo M70B. So what you guys really came here to see is this bad boy. This is the one from the original video, the practice dummy grenade. This is how, if you would find one of these still, this is how it would ship. It comes apart, screws off here, has in the back this little plug that would house dummy round. And of course, you gotta throw on the spigot, remove your slant brake and throw on your spigot. And then all you gotta do then is put this on there and you're ready to go. Now what I brought here today was, I brought one of the traditional Yugo mags. So this is a bolt hold open on a Yugo. It's a cool feature, but you know, for an AK, and you know, it doesn't really do anything. I don't really care for it because when you remove the mag, the bolt just goes home anyway. So when you put the new mag in, you gotta still charge, you still gotta charge it anyway. So it really is like, it's a cool little thing, but it really doesn't help you at all in the way of faster reloads. But this is the mags that it would ship with and you would find for this particular model. So what this is gonna do also is tell me right away when using the gas cutoff, if the gas cutoff is actually operational. Because if the gas cutoff is operational, when I flip this up and cut it off, all gas should go forward, which means the bolt will not cycle and eject that round. So if it stays closed, we're good. Easy way to know is if I use this mag, if it cycles and I have a bolt lock back, then the gas port's still not working. So let's get some cameras set up, let's go down range, and let's see how far this thing will fly. I'm a little nervous, I don't know how it's gonna go. Let's do it. All right guys, here we go. I got the camera set up about 75 yards. I don't know how this thing is gonna work. I don't know how far it's gonna go. I don't know how far I'm gonna have to angle this thing. Let's do one at a normal angle. Let's see what the ranging looks like. Here we go, on the spigot. Let's do it. Oh yeah, got the dummy round in. Here we go. Guys, this is exciting stuff right here. This is exciting. Gas cutoff on. Safety is off. Let's let her rip. I'm looking at, I got the markings, 10 to 50, 175 to 100 to 175, and 150 to 200. I don't know, guys. Here we go. I'm gonna hold it at about 100 yards. Here we go. It worked. It did not cycle it back. So we worked, and at that angle, I made it about 50 yards. Let's run it again. Oh, damn. Oh my God. That was close. All right, I moved the camera back to about 90 or so yards. It was close on that last one. It was close. Tell you what, I'm definitely getting a workout today, running back and forth 100 yards pretty much every time. Let's run it again. I mean, guys, it's an easy 75 yards every time, depending on the angle. It's working. I love it. So, all right, guys, here it is. I think to wrap this up, what I'll say is I'm getting probably about 25 yards more, roughly, out of the functioning gas cutoff. Because I'm getting 75 yards, kind of like no problem, at not too steep of an angle. Whereas before, if I remember correctly, I was getting about 50 from a pretty steep angle. Again, you can check that old video out if you want. But the bottom line is, I'm just stoked that this is complete. I got a functioning gas cutoff. I can use the spigot and the practice dummy grenade if I want to. Will I use it a lot? Probably not, but I like just knowing that I can. It's a really fun range toy. If you got an outdoor space where you can use something like this, and you can even still find one of these somewhere with the functioning gas cutoff, it's great. So shout out again to formerly known as Lee Armory. Their new name will be tagged below. So don't forget to show them some support while they're getting a new brand up and running. But I am really pleased, guys, overall that this thing is finally done and finally ready to go. So let's quickly just end this video off, running a mag, running some rounds through this thing downrange, having a little fun. Don't forget, Steve MP5 on the Instagrams. I'll see you next time.